we're going to be ranking the 6 most legendary celebrity beefs of the 21st century, with number 1 being so heated, the feud has been active for over 14 years. And starting off the list is one of the most iconic feuds in history, The Rock and Vin Diesel's clash on the set of Fast and Furious 8. The Rock first ignited speculation about discord with a now infamous Instagram post in 2016. In it, he expressed frustration with unnamed male co-stars, labeling some as candy asses and accusing them of unprofessional behavior. He wrote, "My female co-stars are always amazing, and I love them. My male co-stars, however, are a different story. Some conduct themselves as stand-up men and true professionals, while others don't. The ones that don't are too chicken shit to do anything about it anyway. Candy asses." This post led fans and media to speculate about who Johnson was referring to, with many pointing the finger at Vin Diesel. Reports suggested that Diesel's behavior on set, which allegedly included lateness and a domineering attitude, clashed with Johnson's professional and punctual work ethic. These differences in work style and personality created a rift between the two stars. Their feud reportedly caused significant tension on set, with separate shooting schedules to keep interactions between the two to a minimum. In interviews, both have alluded to their differences. Diesel described their relationship as complicated, likening it to a real brotherhood, while The Rock has been more straightforward, emphasizing professionalism and respect. Despite attempts to mend fences, the feud seems to have had lasting effects on the Fast and Furious franchise. Johnson's character, Luke Hobbs, was notably absent from the 9th installment of the series, although he starred in the successful spin-off Hobbs and Shaw. But if we're going to be talking about mending fences, David Letterman and Jay Leno's feud is never going to be fixed. David Letterman, who had been hosting Late Night with David Letterman on NBC since 1982, was seen as the natural successor to Carson. Letterman's unique style, characterized by his dry wit and irreverent humor, had garnered a dedicated following. However, despite his popularity and Carson's apparent preference for him, NBC executives decided to give the job to Jay Leno, a stand-up comedian who had been a regular guest host for Carson. The decision shocked many and led to a public and professional rift between Letterman and Leno. Letterman felt betrayed by NBC, as he had been led to believe he was the frontrunner for the position, stating, "I'm disappointed, I don't understand it. I guess there were reasons for it, but I can't pretend to know what they were." In response, he left NBC and moved to CBS, where he launched The Late Show with David Letterman, in direct competition with Leno's Tonight Show. The rivalry was further fueled by their contrasting styles and personas. Letterman was known for his offbeat, avant-garde humor, while Leno's comedy was more mainstream and family-friendly. Their shows became direct competitors, and the late-night ratings battle intensified the feud. Adding to the tension were the public comments and jabs they exchanged over the years. Letterman frequently mocked Leno on his show, making jokes about Leno's appearance and comedic style. Leno, for his part, often downplayed the rivalry, but the tension was palpable. The feud took another dramatic turn in 2009, when NBC replaced Leno with Conan O'Brien as the host of The Tonight Show, only to reverse the decision months later, reinstating Leno and pushing O'Brien out. Letterman openly criticized NBC and Leno during this period, further highlighting the deep-seated animosity. But if there's anything more dramatic than the rivalry scene between Leno and Letterman, it's got to be Drake Bell and Josh Peck. The trouble began when Josh Peck got married in June 2017 and did not invite Drake Bell to the wedding. Bell took to Twitter to express his frustration. "When you're not invited to the wedding, the message is clear." He also tweeted, "True colors have come out today. Message is loud and clear. Ties are officially cut. I'll miss you, brother." These tweets, though later deleted, highlighted Bell's deep feelings of betrayal and disappointment. Josh Peck later addressed the situation during an appearance on the podcast Allegedly with Theo Von and Matthew Cole Weiss. He explained that his wedding was a small, intimate event with mostly family and close friends. Peck said, "I didn't invite a lot of my friends and family, but Drake and I hadn't really spoken in 3 years. I was at his birthday party in 2012, and that was pretty much it." This clarification showed that their once strong bond had weakened significantly over time. Despite the public fallout, both actors have occasionally hinted at reconciliation. In August 2017, the two shared a photo together at the MTV Video Music Awards, with Peck captioning it, "Hug Me." This moment gave fans hope that the two might eventually mend their relationship. However, this reconciliation was short-lived. In 2021, Bell faced serious legal troubles when he was charged with child endangerment and disseminating harmful material to a minor. He pleaded guilty and received probation, which tarnished his public image. This incident led Peck to revisit his stance on Bell. Although Peck had previously made an effort to publicly mend their relationship, he later expressed his discomfort and regret over the situation. Many speculated that Peck's initial reconciliation with Bell was nothing more than for mending his public image rather than genuine friendship. But while it seems no feud could get more choppy than what was seen between Bell and Peck, Howard Stern and Bill Maher's feud is nothing but messy. The feud isn't new. Stern and Marr have had a rocky relationship over many years. However, it's been reignited, with both personalities taking public shots at each other. The recent clash began when Marr criticized Stern on his podcast, Club Random, for frequently expressing his love for his current wife, Beth Ostrowski Stern, on air. Marr questioned how Stern's first wife might feel about this public affection, implying that it was insensitive and suggesting that Stern's comments were out of place. Stern, never one to shy away from confrontation, responded vehemently on his own show, calling Marr's remarks sexist and convoluted. He accused Marr of making baseless assumptions about his first marriage and portrayed Marr's comments as an attack on his character. What a sexist thing to say. Like, what a convoluted, nutty thing to say, Stern retorted, emphasizing that his public declarations of love for Beth were meant to send a positive message to his audience about appreciating their partners. Stern also revealed that he had reached out to Marr via email, challenging him to discuss the matter directly. However, Marr did not respond, which Stern interpreted as a lack of courage on Marr's part. I wrote in an email, I said, "Why don't you give me a phone call? Why don't you tell me what you think about my life and my marriage?" But of course, he never wrote me back. The tension between them also extends to their differing political views. While both men are known for their liberal stances, their methods and attitudes often clash. Stern has criticized Marr for being too harsh and uncompromising in his critiques of political figures, while Marr has accused Stern of pandering to a more mainstream audience. But while the feud is just a hostile mix of ego and professional rivalry, Drake and Kendrick Lamar's beef seems to stem from something so much deeper. The beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar has been simmering for years, but it recently erupted into a full-blown feud, capturing the attention of hip-hop fans worldwide. The tension between the two rappers can be traced back to 2011 when Drake featured Kendrick on his album Take Care and brought him on tour. Despite initial camaraderie, their relationship turned competitive, marked by subtle digs in their lyrics and public comments. The latest escalation began in March 2024 when Kendrick appeared on Future and Metro Boomin's track Like That, directly dissing Drake. Kendrick refuted J. Cole's Big Three remark, asserting there was no trio, just him as the dominant figure. He likened himself to Prince and Drake to Michael Jackson, emphasizing depth over pop appeal. This track spent weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, fueling the rivalry. Drake responded with Push-Ups, a diss track that mocked Kendrick's height, shoe size, and business decisions, while also hinting at personal issues. The line referencing Kendrick's partner was particularly incendiary, marking a point of no return for the feud. Drake further taunted Kendrick on Tailor-Made Freestyle, accusing him of being scared to release music alongside Taylor Swift. Kendrick fired back with Euphoria, a 6-minute track calling out Drake as a master manipulator and a habitual liar, criticizing Drake's cultural appropriation and subliminal disses. He rapped, "Know you a master manipulator and habitual liar too, but don't tell no lie about me and I won't tell truths about you," making it clear that the gloves were off. This beef has also drawn in other artists, with Future, Kanye West, Rick Ross, The Weeknd, and A$AP Rocky siding with Kendrick. The public exchanges have grown increasingly personal, with accusations of spousal abuse and secret children being hurled back and forth. Drake's Family Matters took direct aim at Kendrick's personal life, intensifying the animosity. But if there's any clash of titans who hate each other more than Drake and Kendrick Lamar, it's Taylor Swift and Kanye. The notorious hatred for one another all began in 2009 at the MTV Video Music Awards, when Taylor was accepting her award for Best Female Video. Kanye infamously interrupted her speech, declaring,
"Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time."
This moment not only shocked the audience, but also marked the start of a decade-long feud. Despite Kanye's initial apology, the tension between them never fully dissipated. In 2016, Kanye released the song Famous, which included the lyric, "I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex, why? I made that blank famous." Taylor publicly condemned the lyric during her Grammy acceptance speech, stating, "There are going to be people along the way who will try to undercut your success or take credit for your accomplishments or your fame." This speech was seen as a direct response to Kanye's song. The situation escalated further when Kanye's wife, Kim Kardashian, released a series of Snapchat videos showing a phone call between Kanye and Taylor, where Taylor appeared to approve the controversial lyric. However, Taylor's camp claimed she was never informed about being called a bitch. Kim labeled Taylor as a snake, which led to a social media frenzy and a significant backlash against Taylor. In 2020, the full, unedited phone call between Kanye and Taylor was leaked, seemingly vindicating Taylor's version of events. Following this, Taylor addressed the controversy indirectly, focusing on her music and advocating for artists' rights. She reflected on the feud in a 2019 Rolling Stone interview, saying, "All I ever wanted my whole career after that thing happened in 2009 was for him to respect me." Kanye, on the other hand, has maintained that his actions were justified and that he was simply expressing his opinion. Here's another video we think you'll love. Subscribe for more content just like this.